Tonight, millions of dollars in trust fund money missing. Cash that was meant to provide long-term care for some of the most vulnerable.
A local nonprofit was supposed to manage those funds, but the founder is now accused of loaning himself $100 million and then not repaying the money. 8 on your side investigator Brittany Muller introduced us to a Bay Area family whose trust account is now empty. And now Brittany has learned that much more about this nonprofit and the mounting case against the man who started it all. Brittany is here now in studio with the story.
Keith and Stacy, good evening to you both. The Center for Special Needs Trust Administration manages trust funds for people that have had a catastrophic personal injury and received a settlement because of it. What I've discovered, their money started vanishing in 2009.
I get a letter in the mail saying that the account has been depleted. There's nothing left in there.
Luis Capasso says his daughter Elena, who has Down syndrome, had $250,000 in a trust account managed by the Center for Special Needs Trust Administration. Every penny, he says, is gone.
They don't see you getting the money back, they said.
His case is far from the only one. According to the center's Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing, we've discovered there could be as many as 1,000 people who are missing some or all of their trust money. So I went to speak to the nonprofit spokesperson, Beth Latham. When the center realized that this had happened, when something had happened, how much money was missing?
The amount we know right now is $100 million.
The center says its new leadership learned 2 years ago that there was a $100 million loan to Boston Finance Group, a company controlled by the center's founder, Leo Gavani, and his associates. The loan transfers began in 2009, around the same time Gavani stepped down from the center's board. But court documents reveal Gavani still had control and influence over the center's operations and finances. How was it discovered that these funds went missing?
There was some turnover and a letter was discovered.
That unsigned letter dated from November 2021, according to the bankruptcy filing, was left behind by Gavani's daughter, Caitlin Janecki, following her resignation in April 2022. She had been serving as the vice president. The center says it doesn't know why Janecki left, but it caused everything to begin unraveling.
Then began sort of pulling at threads while they still managed the trust funds, trying to figure out what happened here. Where is this money gone?
The center discovered the $100 million loan was supposed to be repaid in full no later than January 1st, 2017. But the center says despite that deadline, Boston Finance Group continued to draw funds and has not paid it back. The center also says during all of this, Gavani tried to take back the center 3 separate times. Latham says during the summer of 2023.
They contacted the law firms and said, we haven't been able to figure this out internally. We'd like you to help us figure it out.
The center filed for bankruptcy on February 9th. Days later, this notice was sent to families impacted, including the Capassos.
I mean, he didn't even care the kids that he was stealing from. That's what makes it so bad.
What would you, as the spokeswoman for the center, tell these families that don't know where to turn?
I would tell them that we are doing everything we possibly can to get that money back where it belongs with them. Every legal remedy available to us, we are accessing it, we are pursuing it.
And we're pursuing it too. We still have a lot of questions here. Where are those loan documents? Well, according to the bankruptcy filing, the center does not have them. And where is Leo Gavani? I'd love to be able to tell you that, but so far we haven't been able to reach him or his attorney.
So, Brittany, this is day 2 of this story. A lot unfolding here. We've got the bankruptcy filing, we've got the civil lawsuit. But with all this money missing, shouldn't someone be regulating this or be held accountable?
We're looking into this, and it's simply the matter of whose responsibility is it to oversee a center that was managing over $200 million. I'm told the center notified law enforcement earlier this year. That's 2 years after it found out that $100 million was missing. But exactly when and which agency? We're trying to figure that out. And of course, we're staying on top of this.
All right. Wow. Thank you, Brittany.